The year is 14 AD. Augustus Caesar is dead. The Senate declares him a god, the first Roman emperor to ascend to divinity. His successor Tiberius kneels before the golden statue, his face unreadable. He doesn't believe in gods, but his grandnephew Caligula soon will. What happens when one man holds absolute power? When there are no laws, no consequences, nothing to restrain the darkest human impulses? Over the next 54 years, 4 emperors, Tiberius, Caligula, Claudius, and Nero, will answer that question in blood. This is the story of the Julio-Claudian dynasty's descent into madness. Tiberius never wanted to be emperor. Forced into power by Augustus, he ruled Rome for 23 years, but spent his last decade hidden on the island of Capri. There, in cliffside villas above the sea, his paranoia festered. His only confidant was Sejanus, commander of the Praetorian Guard, until intercepted letters proved Sejanus was plotting against him. Tiberius's revenge was methodical. Sejanus was strangled. His children were executed. The youngest, a little girl, was raped first because executing a virgin was illegal. The ancient historian Suetonius claims Tiberius built pools where children, called his minnows, would nibble at him sexually. True or exaggerated, one fact remains. Tiberius proved power corrupts, even those who don't desire it. Rome rejoiced when 24-year-old Caligula took power in 37 AD, the people's prince, the boy who grew up in army camps, his tiny boots giving him the nickname Little Sandal. For 7 months, he was perfect. Then, a near-fatal fever changed everything. The recovered Caligula declared himself a living god. He built a bridge between his palace and Jupiter's temple so he could confer with the king of gods. He forced senators to run beside his chariot in full robes, and when funds ran low, he ordered wealthy citizens to name him in their wills, then executed them to collect early. His reign ended where it began, in violence. On January 24th, 41 AD, Praetorian guards cornered him underground. 30 stab wounds later, Rome's god-emperor was just another corpse. Enter Claudius, the scholar, the stutterer, the man everyone ignored. Found hiding behind a curtain after Caligula's murder, he was declared emperor as a joke. But the joke was on Rome. He conquered Britain, reformed the courts, then made one fatal mistake, marrying his niece Agrippina. She fed him poisoned mushrooms to seat her son Nero on the throne. His last words? "I think I've been poisoned, a genius in life, outplayed in death." Nero didn't want to rule. He wanted to perform. He raced chariots, sang epic poems, and built a 300-acre golden palace after Rome burned in 64 AD. Did he fiddle during the fire? Probably not, but he did use the devastation to build his dream home. When Christians were blamed, Nero staged gruesome spectacles. Believers sewn into animal skins and torn apart by dogs, crucified, set aflame as human torches. His own mother Agrippina wasn't spared. He had her assassinated after multiple botched attempts. In the end, even the Senate turned. Abandoned, Nero stabbed himself in the throat, gasping, "What an artist dies in me." Rome celebrated in the streets. The Julio-Claudians proved a terrible truth. Power doesn't just corrupt, it amplifies. Tiberius's suspicion, Caligula's god complex, Nero's narcissism, all existed before the throne. Absolute rule simply removed the limits. Yet Rome endured, because the alternative, chaos, was worse. Next episode, we'll meet the 5 good emperors and discover how brief sanity can be. Until then, remember, history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes.